Okay, today's time to eat the bait is going to be some Fisherman's eggs, and I'm going to use this jar of Ortiz sardines. Whenever I do Fisherman's eggs, I always like to use a good quality sardine. So these are in olive oil. I'm going to use that to cook the eggs in. I paid $9.49 a jar for these at the World Market. I usually don't pay much more than $3-4 for a thing of sardines, but you can see these are some really good quality ones from Spain. So Ortiz sardines, Fisherman's eggs. The ingredients we're going to need for today's dish are salt and pepper. I'm going to use some Seafood Magic by Paul Prudhomme. I'm going to use some Ortiz sardines. I'm going to use the olive oil to cook the eggs in and the sardines for the protein in it. Of course, 4 eggs. I got a small jalapeno. I'll probably use about half of. And I'm going to use green onions instead of a white onion in the dish today. Okay, the first thing we do is we got our eggs cracked and in a bowl. I'm going to use 4 eggs today. I'm going to put some sea salt in them. A few cranks of black pepper. And then some of the Paul Prudhomme Seafood Magic. And I'll take and I'll whip these all up. Get a good mix on them. Seasoning all distributed in there well. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up these Ortiz sardines. And I'm going to pour the olive oil into my skillet. It's not as much olive oil as you would have thought of in this jar. Good amount though. And I'm going to go ahead and get that heating up real quick. Put it on about a medium heat. Once it heats up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put my onions and jalapeno in. And the one thing I omitted in the ingredients was some garlic. I got one big toe of chopped garlic ready for it also. So while I'm waiting on the oil to heat up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put the sardines in with the eggs and break them up a little bit. I don't want to break them up too much. I want big chunks in my eggs. Some people make a fine mush out of them, but I like a good sardine chunk in with the eggs. Okay, my oil's starting to come up the tip. I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. Jalapeno and the garlic. Start giving all these a little stir. What I'm going to do is basically just wilt down all the onions. Get a little bit of cook on the jalapeno and garlic. A lot of people like to use cilantro or parsley or whatever. I'm just using what I have in my garden right now. Jalapeno and onions. Doesn't take long for that to start to get translucent. I'm going to go ahead and pour in the sardine and egg mixture. Go ahead and mix it up. It's almost like a sardine egg omelet. So this is really a protein-packed dish with the eggs and the sardines, and it's also keto friendly. I'd like to be able to just flip this whole thing like a big frittata, but I know that's not going to happen. I'll just take sections of it, flip sections of it at a time. Really looking good. Another thing I didn't include in the ingredients list because I forgot is I'm going to put some mild cheddar cheese on the top. Let it melt in a little bit. Almost like a sardine omelet here. See the cheese all starting to melt in good now. Like I said, when you look at one of those jars of Ortiz sardines, you thought there was a ton of olive oil in it, but there's not really all that much. Pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and take it out in chunks. Got a fantastic aroma coming out of it. Onions, sardines. I'll put this big portion on another plate to eat now. Like I said, you would have thought there would have been a lot of oil, but there's not that much. So here we have our Fisherman's eggs with Ortiz sardines. And if you look on the bottom side of the omelet, like it's got a good browning on it. It's going to be really good. Let me sit down and taste it now. All right, so here we have our Fisherman's eggs using Ortiz quality sardines. Let's give it a taste. Very good. Got a medium strength sardine flavor to it, but with the eggs and the green onions and all and the cheese, I really enjoy it. High packed protein filled dish. This would be a good thing to cook at a camp on a day before you went hunting or fishing or something. Keep you warm all day. I really, really enjoy this. So Fisherman's eggs, a high protein style dish. Very, very filling, very, very delicious. So till the next video, get you some tinned seafood and eat it for a snack.